Hey guys, I'm off for a couple days till Monday, and the packages started rolling in. So let's do a little unboxing. I always feel weird about doing unboxing, but obviously I've gotten over it because I've produced the videos. They're one of my favorite things to watch with you guys, but I always feel kind of awkward when I'm doing it. I always feel like somebody's watching me open my Christmas presents or something. But anyhow, that aside, let's take a look and see what we got. So this is a Glyos figure from Toyfinity. And let's see, looks like there's something in here. Packing peanuts, my favorite. Damn things. Okay, let's get this out of here. So he's pretty cool. This is from their like Mangalore series of figures. Mangalores are an homage to the 80s toy line. And Toyfinity is one of the Glyos producers out there, and one of the ones that produces 3.75 inch scale figures. So here he is. This is pretty cool looking. And he comes with all sorts of alternative parts. And let's see what's in this bag. This feels like it might be an alternative head. No, it's some sort of weird little freebie. Okay, cool. I'm glad to be getting some 3.75 inch scale stuff lately. Here is one from Toy Pizza, who is my favorite of all the Glyos lines. And these are some figures I ordered. So you've heard me talk about Toy Pizza before, and Jesse DeStacio. So this is part of his ongoing line. Let's get rid of this guy here. So these are the Knights of the Slice Glyos figures, and in case you haven't watched my previous videos and you're unaware of what Glyos is, it might be easier if I just show you. So this is one of my favorite characters in Jesse's world. This armored character. Well, the armor is called the Gauss armor or Gauss armor. It depends. I tend to say Gauss. I think it's Gauss. So let me pull it out to show you more clearly. So here's the character. Now, these get produced in several different colorways, and this one happens to be this sort of bright aqua blue. It's an armored character, kind of anime inspired armor, or manga style armor, I should say, and it almost reminds me a little bit of that Japanese movie The Guyver, but it's definitely a little more bulky, and to me a little. I think the style is better than that, but sort of this bio-organic body armor, and you'll see this character in different colorways throughout the Knights of the Slice narrative, and it takes on different sort of characters, and it depends on where the storyline is going. But sometimes they're good guys, sometimes they're bad guys, but they tend to be the same sculpt and different colorways, and they're fantastic. So to show you the way Glyos works, I can show you right now. So let's say we want to change the head. And this actually, let's see if it pops off easy. So the head pops off. There's a little pin, right? A little pin right there. And that is the Glyos pin. That's the way the Glyos system works. And then you can put alternative heads or other parts onto your character. And in this case, well, let's put the same head back on because I actually removed the wrong joint. So there's also a ball at the top of the helmet. So well, the one trick about Glyos is it helps to warm up the peg holes and everything with a hairdryer, which I did not prepare for on camera here. So we'll just sort of leave it right here. But the joints are everywhere on the figure. So you could change colors, mix and match colors. You can change across lines. So if I wanted to combine these two to create a custom color, this is also a Glyos figure. So the Glyos joint is what unifies all these sort of characters from different makers, but the makers themselves can come up with different characters and different styles. So you know, if I wanted to put this head onto this body, it's got the Glyos peg, and I could put the head on right there. Let's see if I luck out without a heat gun. Once you get them going, they're fine. But these are there you go. So you can alternate characters and build custom characters all along the way. In fact, I think that actually looks pretty cool. But you know, and part of the fun of the hobby is to keep collecting along the way, so that maybe this manufacturer, Toyfinity, will produce characters in this color or vice versa, and then you can mix and match and create your own sort of unified looking characters and whatnot. So Jesse, if you're watching, thank you very much. I'm glad to have made a couple purchases with you. I've sort of been off the 3.75 scene, but not by choice. It just sort of happened. So this character here is called the Desert Rat, and this is a slightly modernized variation of the Desert Rat. The original one had like desert shorts and stuff like that on, but this is my all-time favorite Knights of the Slice figure. Because of my interest in military figures and basically earlier war, not modern, you know, military stuff, I just love this guy. He's got the Doughboy style helmet or the British Army style helmet. He's got a gas mask on, and this is called geez, I forgot what the term you guys use to call these, but anyway, this is a base color version, and you know, once again, you can customize. I like this color orange, and or you can paint them, do whatever you want. You know, it's your world with action figures. This is called a material style. That's what it is, a material style figure. So I've got another Desert Rat to my collection, and I'm always thrilled with that. And let me see if I can get this out for you and show you this. My other like favorite feature about the Desert Rat is his weapon. And so he's got a broom handle Mauser style pistol, and it's got the extended magazine, which means it's the Schnellfeuer version or the fully automatic version, and it's got the wooden stock holster that's mounted to the it's clipped to the pistol grip. I just got to say, because I'm a Mauser fanatic, who the hell else makes this for 3.75 guys? Nobody but Knights of the Slice. So I think this weapon is really cool, and I think it suits this character really well. So I'm glad to have added these to my collection. Now, another one he's produced, and these all feature along the story, and the story goes all over the map with different settings and different genres and different worlds, and different times. So this is the Turtle King, and there are different variations of this character as well. And you might see some homage in Jesse's work, perhaps this can be an homage to a certain sort of character group of reptiles that do martial arts. I don't know. I can't say to that, but I think it's pretty cool. I have several colorway versions of this guy, and I just wanted to add him to the collection as well, because you can never have too many turtles in this hobby. So let's see. This is his back shell, and it's once again it's got the Glyos joint, and it goes into the port here, and there you go. So there's the turtle lord or turtle king. And he's got other cool accessories too. He's got this sort of bone necklace, and of course a primitive looking sword. Very cool. I'm glad to have him. So let's put those guys off to the side for a moment, and we shall see what's in the next box. And Knights of the Slice isn't just action figures. It's a community, and it's there's a game that Jesse's created, a card game, and he's a musician, and he hosts regular podcasts, and the community is really great. I highly recommend joining it on the Patreon, because the paywall it helps to weed out the rabble rousers of the collecting world. We all know them. They count rivets, or they have hostile opinions over toys and things like that, and that's not cool for this hobby. So the paywall helps filter that garbage out, and it creates a much more cohesive community that becomes friends and helps each other out with their collections and stuff like that. So look them up, Knights of the Slice, Toy Pizza, and you got to keep following the scene, because the scene is constantly evolving. For example, these guys might sell out, and maybe they'll make an appearance half a year later in a fully painted version or whatnot. So it's a very dynamic, kinetic sort of community. So thank you, U.S. Postal, for the care that's been shown on this package. Not only is it showing that it was lovingly transported, but it was shoved into my mailbox like an old-time pirate cannon, where they're packing the powder and the cannonball in the barrel, and they didn't even get it in all the way. It was raining, and fortunately it was home, so I was able to get it pretty quickly. But God, I mean, just bring it to the door. It's not that hard. It's not that hard to do good work. Do the right thing. Sorry, I go on rants. I'm an old guy. So, what's in here? Okay, I think that's it. Fortunately, the seller took the care and put it in another bag, which is waterproof, because it was raining. So, and they packed this pretty well. And the final box here, which is probably taped shut. Yes, it is. Aha! It is my my 1/32 scale die-cast old-timey dog catcher car. So this will feature a place of humor somewhere on my layout, which is behind you, behind this box, my railroad layout. So when I don't have all the action-filled war scenes going on, I'm going to set up some just fun little vignettes here and there. And I saw this online, and I actually have a particular figure coming to accompany it. So I'm a big dog fan. I'm a dog owner. I own 2 Goofy dogs that are rescues, and I'm surprised the little guy is not barking, because if I talk out loud, he thinks somebody's in the house, and he must let those people know he's the boss. So the little dog catcher van comes with some dogs, and they do look roughly to scale of 1/32. And I've been collecting some dogs all along my collecting journey in life, so this will be fun to play with. Now, hopefully, when these dogs get caught, they go to rescue shelter. Back in the old-timey days, I don't think it was so nice. But okay, cool. And then finally, I saw this on Amazon. So I have some tropical huts for my Marauder Vietnam setup that I'm doing, and it came from this company called Toy Manny. And I went to look for the huts because some people were interested in them, but they didn't seem to be available. And I discovered this farm playset online. And there we go. We got a dog going. I'm going to put on pause. Man, oh man, sorry about that. That was an Amazon delivery. There is no shortage of activity in this place during the day. So the dogs are barking, and I didn't want to have a big to-do on video, so I had to go and shut them up. Okay, so this play set was on Amazon, and it's a farm play set, but it had some cool buildings here, but I don't know if the scale's going to be good, and I don't know how the heck you open this. So let me put this on pause again. Okay, we got it open, folks. So let's see what's in the box. All right, here is a tree, which I have a very similar style. Probably came with my other stuff from this company. This came with some interesting looking buildings, which I think are going to wind up being closer to 1/32 scale than 1/18 scale. However, there is a farmer figure in this play set, and he looks pretty close to 1/18 scale. He looks a little shy, but so there's a, yeah, so this would be like a G scale or a 1/20th figure, I guess. And here's a more appropriate 3.75 to 4-inch figure. But these buildings would be good if they're scaled to him, but I don't think they are. So the play set looked kind of interesting, and so it has this tall farm, and and this windmill. So I bought it. I primarily wanted it for the windmill to see if it will be good for my 1/32 scale layout. So we're gonna find out. Looks like a bunch of farm animals, which is fine, and some other farm equipment. Yeah, so this is why I suspect it's 1/32 scale, because it comes with like this tractor, which is completely off scale to the man. So we'll see. I'm gonna take a little time. I'm gonna set the buildings up, and then we'll go from there. So I'm not gonna bother you guys with a long setup time. Once I get it done, I'll do another review. But I'm hoping that I can add it to the layout, which is actually kind of getting pretty full with all the buildings and the trees and stuff like that. Now I just definitely gotta do my homework and get these buildings finished and painted and stuff. So anyhow, more to come. We'll see you soon. Bye.